Hey, good afternoon, guys. It's John with ListMe Realty, and today I wanted to discuss a few things about selling your home. So, the last few days I've been doing a couple videos about the home buying process. So now we're going to go through the process of selling your home, right? So I put together a little talking points and some notes here that I want to go over with. It seems to be a lot longer than the other day's videos of the home buying process, but ultimately the longer just means, more knowledge for you guys, right? Knowledge is power. And ultimately my job is to teach and educate you guys so you guys can make the best decision for you and your family, right? So let's get started, right? You've decided to sell your home. So now what? First and foremost, you want to choose the right real estate agent, right? The difference between two real estate agents can literally be tens of thousands of dollars in or out of your pocket. It can also be the difference between a stressful experience and a great experience. But the right agent will also do something else. Agents like Elizabeth and I will guide you through the entire process of home selling, right? From start to finish, we'll be there every step of the way. And that means less stress for you because, like I said, we're going to guide you the whole way through. And there's a higher chance of a successful home sale, right? Many sellers end up picking the wrong agent and go through a home selling disaster. We don't want that for you guys, right? So make sure to pick the right agent. Ask the right questions to your agent, right? Get the right answers. Ask the right questions, get the right answers. If you're not getting the right answers that fit you, then typically that's not going to be the real estate agent. You want to be comfortable with this. It's a big process. It is somebody that you can trust, understand, mesh with. That's ultimately what you want in the home selling process. Understand your listing agreement. When you commit to your listing agent, you'll sign an exclusive agreement with them. So you need to understand what you're signing before you put pen to paper. Don't lock yourself into something that you don't want. Make sure you have the option to cancel. The listing agreement is a legally binding contract that is difficult to cancel. Having the option to do so at any time increases your chances of selling your home with a real estate agent who can be trusted, right? So go with your gut and make sure that there's a connection between you and your agent, right? So next, estimate how much you can get from selling your home, right? And what I mean how much you can get is what you're going to pocket, right? So the formula to figure out this is sales price minus your mortgage balance minus closing costs and fees and things like that equals your net proceeds, right? So you're going to have to make a decision on certain things throughout the home selling process, right? And some of these things will affect how much you'll make. So estimate how much money you can walk away with. Will make these decisions a bit easier, the things you want to do, things you don't want to do. That way, once you have a general idea of what you want to pocket, then you can make these decisions, right? This is especially important if you're a first-time home seller. So here are the steps to finding out your potential profit, right? So estimate your sales price. The most accurate way to get your potential sales price is to get a comparative market analysis, right? That's something we provide. That's something every single real estate agent out there should be able to provide you, right? The analysis is a similar approach to what an appraiser uses, but it factors the desirability of potential buyers, right? Your home is compared to similar properties that have sold, and value adjustments are included for the differences in features and characteristics, right? The best real estate agents are very good at these cost market analysis, okay? So estimate your closing costs. The cost when you're selling your house often is referred to as closing costs. These consist of several items. The biggest one being real estate commission. When you sell your home, you'll pay these commissions to your realtor as well as the buyer's realtor, right? The seller's responsible for the commission. The average total commission around here is somewhere around 6%. Real estate commissions are negotiable, and the average depends on your area and the type of real estate agent you're hiring. Ultimately, you get what you pay for, right? So in addition to agents' commissions, there are other items bundled into the closing costs. These include escrow, and title fees, transfer taxes, miscellaneous fees. These costs can vary depending on which state, county, and city you live in. You can always use a home sale calculator to get an idea of what these might be. So calculating your proceeds, right? You take your estimated sales price and subtract your mortgage balance and your estimated cost. This is the estimated amount you'll walk away with after you sell your home. Another way to do this is to get an estimated net sheet from your agent. This can you can get this from an escrow officer early in the selling process. So if you want, you can get online and you can look up how those look and how you can plug in the numbers to determine that stuff. Next, determine the best time to sell your house, right? Believe it or not, there's actually a time to sell your house that you can get more money for it. So the ideal time to sell a house is when supply is low and demand is high. Your agent should also know that. Your agent should also walk you through that, right? So get an analysis from your real estate agent that compares the current inventory, number of homes for sale, to the previous month in your local market. This is known as inventory analysis, and will give you an insight to how many houses are currently for sale in your area and how fast they're selling. For example, let's say there are 500 homes currently on the market and 100 have sold over the last 30 days. Dividing 500 by 100 gives you 5 months supply. Typically, anything under 6 months is a seller's market, and anything over that is a buyer's market, right? So next, well, keeping an eye on those trends at the beginning of selling process will boost your chances of timing and the sale of your home in your favor, which can ultimately help sell your home for more money, right? And we all want more money for our home. So next step, get a pre-sale home inspection, right? Having a home inspection completed before your sale is one of the best investments you can make. So there are 2 reasons why. Potential buyers will feel more confident when submitting their offer, and it reduces the chances of buyers asking you to repair something after their offer is accepted. So what is an inspection? What will that cover? The inspection report will usually cover the following items, right? Foundation and other structural elements, basements, you don't really have to worry about that here. The attic, the electrical, the plumbing, water heaters, the floors, the windows, the doors, the heating and cooling system, windows, ceilings, walls, roof, and, you know, much, much more, right? So it's common to see numerous items called out in a summary page of the inspection report, but don't worry, this does not mean you don't, don't worry, it doesn't mean you need to fix them all, right? In fact, you can do nothing and still sell your house, right? That's just a negotiation between you and the buyer, right? The whole purpose of getting a home inspection earlier in the selling process is to provide potential buyers with the information they need to make the best offer, right? So making repairs, but keep them minimal. There's a reason why this step is selling in the selling process comes after getting the home inspection, because doing so will save you time and money. Too many sellers spend too much money and too much time making unnecessary repairs. So figure that out, figure what you want to pocket, and then decide what you want to pair along with the negotiations, right? Next, fill in your selling disclosures. A homeowner is typically required to disclose certain information about the property they are selling. The requirements for these can vary depending on which state and city the property is in. Your real estate agent will be able to provide these disclosures to you and guide you through the process. Many of these are on a template base and require signatures from the seller and the buyer, but several will give you a list of questions that you'll need to actually answer. Here are a few examples of what you'll be required to disclose. Any water damage, neighborhood noise, environmental contamination, potential risk from a natural disaster, any repairs, any death on the property, HOA information, and so on. These are meant to give potential buyers information about the property that could have a negative effect. Similar to a home inspection, the disclosure provides home buyers with important information up front so they can feel more comfortable about offering a better price on your home. Keep in mind, do not intentionally hide anything. Doing so can bring a potential lawsuit from the buyer. It's always better to over-disclose than to under-disclose. So that's very important. Do not lie on that disclosure. So next would be preparing your home for sale, right? In order to give yourself the best shot at selling your house for the most money, you'll want to prepare your home with something important. Well, that's removing your emotional attachment, right? Think of selling your house as a business transaction because that's what it is, right? The goal is to sell your home in the shortest amount of time for the most amount of money. You'll maximize your chances of doing this by changing your mindset and start getting your home ready to sell. So you could do that by decluttering and maximizing your space, right? Those are key things you can do to help sell. So, if you want to make a great first impression with with potential buyers that visit your home, declutter and maximize your space. Home buyers love the extra space and they love the extra storage. Start by getting garbage bags and boxes. Go room by room and make several piles of trash, what to sell, what to keep, what to donate, and things like that. So stay focused and finish one room at a time and then move on to the next. And don't forget to remove the family photos, anything you can keep stored in the garage, do that. Let's see. So let's move on to the next thing. So do these money-making improvements to boost your sales price, right? You make the improvements and potential buyers will factor them into their offer price. And in some cases, the amount added to the market value of your home far exceeds the amount it will cost you. Why, right? Because certain improvements have a big impact on the visual appearance on your home. Many home buyers let their emotions influence their decision when deciding how much to offer for your home. And the visual appearance with certain improvements plays a big role in this, but not all improvements pays off. The 4 upgrades that will usually make the most money when selling your house are flooring, stainless steel appliances, front yard landscaping, curb appeal, and interior paint, right? A fresh coat of paint and an enhanced curb appeal are the most common among people selling their homes. So both of these upgrades are relatively inexpensive and make you the greatest return on your money. So ask your agent which improvements are worth making and see if they can make the process easier for you. Many listing agents have contacts to service professionals and will help you coordinate the work. So after that, deep clean and make your house ready to shine. Hiring a professional will save you the time and hassle of having to do this by yourself. The cost of deep clean will depend on your area and the size of your home, of course. So expect to pay somewhere between $200 and $600 for all of that. Or you can take the do-it-yourself approach, right? If you do, here's a list of what you'll want to make sure you clean. So the walls, the baseboards, floors, showers, sinks, toilets, grout, vanity and handles, appliances, including the side of the ovens and the appliances, all the countertops, cabinets, windows, window covering, vents, anything you can get your hands on, you want to clean. After that, transform your space by staging your home. You're in the final steps of getting your home ready to sell, but you need one final touch to help buyers envision themselves living in your home. So that you can do by staging, right? After that, you'll want to take professional photos. This is really important. People want to see what your house is on, listing platforms like HAR and things like that. So, according to the National Association of Realtors, 90% of home buyers search online. That's where your pictures are going to go, which means your photos and list price will be the first thing the home buyers see. And a great photographer can make your home look better than it actually is. So you really want to concentrate on hiring a great photographer. Make sure your house is clean, turn on all the lights, open all the windows, and get as much light as you can. This will help make a great first impression. Set the best list price. Your home is worth what a buyer is willing to pay for it. Not what you think you can get for it. It's only worth what a buyer is willing to pay for it. By the number you price your home can help attract more buyers and maximize your sales price. That's why setting the best list price is the most important step in the home selling process. Don't ask for $800,000 if your home is only worth $300,000. In other words, get an updated comparative market analysis from your listing agent. That would include recent sold homes, properties that are currently for sale, and pending homes in your area. Analyze the data. The best market analysis will have the best value adjustments. Value adjustments are the dollar amounts for the key differences between your home and the ones you're comparing to. Some of these differences include things like interior square footage, the lot size, bedrooms, bathrooms, the condition, the layout, street noise, school, etc. All right, determine the actual number to use for your asking price. Oh, that's a pretty long descriptive information there, right? So after you get all of that information, gathering or comparing the cost market analysis, then list your home for sale, right? So once it's on the market, upload your listing to the MLS, which your real estate agent is going to take care of. They should be utilizing social media. There's an extremely strong chance that the buyer for your home is on social media, so your real estate agent should definitely be on social media. They'll spread the word through a network of top real estate agents. They can do things like open houses, private showings, all kinds of things like that, right? The more exposure you get, chances are the more people that are going to look at it and the more money you'll make on it, right? So after you've done all that and you get a buyer, right? Negotiate and accept the offer. Waiting for a buyer to give you an offer can be nerve-wracking, right? But if you followed everything we discussed in the previous steps, you shouldn't be waiting that long. So vet the buyer and their offer, negotiate, and accept would be the next steps if you want to accept if the offer fits what you're doing. So let me scroll through some of these. Negotiate. Yeah, so those are the things. Then it boils down to you accepting the offer and going through the rest of the process, right? Make sure you get the pre-approval. Make sure you get the appraisal. Everything comes back, the buyer's inspections after that, and then close the sale and get ready for your next home. So those are just the steps to selling. I know it was long. This video was about 3 times longer than the other ones. So if you have any questions, as always, comment below or DM us, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks.